Hello and good evening, good people. So this is Alicia at Alicia's Place, and welcome for those of you that are new. And so we're going to continue on the topic of chronic pain. But today I wanted to talk about more than just chronic pain and being very specific as far as low back pain. So because I see so many low back people, the question that comes up is where do you go if you have low back pain? And, typically I would say a lot of people when they first have low back pain, they're going to more than likely go to a chiropractor. Now, the chiropractor, depending on how open they are to the idea of a holistic approach, will depend on kind of the care that's offered to the person. And, I would kind of argue to say, hey, the first person you should go to is a medical massage therapist or a neuromuscular massage therapist. And the reason why is because a lot of the symptoms of very famous, conditions like sciatica, low back pain, lumbago, that's another kind of name that's very popular and that people tend to self-diagnose basically. So there are some very important things that you guys need to know about what is contributing to your low back pain. So, when you do visit with a neuromuscular therapist, we know that we know and we are taught that, that low back pain can be a million things, from one major thing is your digestive. So it's called visceral pain. And what visceral pain is basically, so say your liver, there's something going on with your liver, like your liver will basically send like a pain message to a certain area of the body. And the more and more, that it's sending this message, then here you go saying, oh, I have shoulder pain, because I want to say the liver talks to the shoulder. And, because everything is connected, and, that pain, there's also the pain of sitting in a chair. So those of you that work in an office, those of you that frequently are sitting and not moving enough throughout the day, your glutes, it's a group of muscles that are going to contribute. So it's going to be the glutes, mainly the maximus and the minimus. It's going to be the hamstrings. It's going to be the quadratus lumborum is also going to contribute, along with your ESGs, which are your erector spinae group. Those are, and it's interesting because quite a few of these muscles are postural muscles, or muscles that act more as stabilizers versus like being strong, as far as, pump, when people try and build the muscle in their arms, for example. Like, these muscles aren't necessarily ones that you're gonna quote unquote build like that, but they are working very hard to keep us in certain planes, in certain positions. So it goes for the neck too. There's a lot of structural muscles in the neck. It's not like you can necessarily do a lot of like working out, for the neck, because they're already working to keep our head on. And so, But like I was saying, a lot of people will tend to go to a chiropractor as the first person when it's like, where do I go for low back pain? And, you know, I would say they get a fair amount of relief for a person. I'm not going to knock it because it does help. I would say that and massage, because after the adjustment has happened, we need to communicate with the nervous system, we need to communicate with the muscles, and we need to communicate with the brain. Because like I've said in other videos, the brain and the muscles, you know, we have to start reestablishing that communication. And when you're having that low back pain, it could be coming from your feet as well. You know, there's a lot of shoes, there's a lot of, like I was saying, you know, there's a lot of history in the fact of like what happened when you were a child. What kind of shoes did you wear? Were were your parents the type of parents that didn't buy you shoes? I was one of those kids, you know, where we had to wear the shoes that we had, like even if we were like damn near outgrowing them, you know. There was, you know, we did get new shoes, but it wasn't like, you know, like some kids where they were always getting new shoes. And then what type of shoe is it? You know, there's a lot of factors that play into why you're having low back pain. And I feel like it gets kind of overlooked. And so that's why I'm here as a massage therapist, to give our side of, you know, and this isn't just my opinion. You know, I know massage therapists have other experiences, but this is just kind of like what I've been realizing as I practice my craft. And so if you are, you know, looking for someone to help you in, you know, getting rid of that low back pain, start to reverse that low back pain, and get back to being able to do things again, versus like always like, oh, I have to rest this weekend because, you know, my back, I can't really do anything. Like it really, you know, it can mess a lot of things up. Let's just say that, you know, because and the mine is getting better, and that's the thing, like we have to continue working on it. But see, I know myself, like I don't get enough massage, so I know you're not getting enough massage, because if a massage therapist isn't getting their massages in, you know, that's just how the world is. But it is something I do, you know, I have been striving to put more on the forefront, which is getting my body work, because I understand and I know that in order for my muscles to flow and move like they're supposed to, like I need to communicate with them, and that's through massage. So this video is not going to be that long. I forgot my tripod so I'm actually going to go ahead and cut this video. The answer upon me, but it's been a great Monday. I hope you guys are having a good beginning of your week, and if you are interested in booking, please go to aliciasplace.com and go ahead and book your session. Right now, I would say from now until the end of October or so, prices are going to be very favorable, you know, for sessions. And yeah, I'd love to work with you. So I hope I see you in my clinic. I'll check you guys out on the next one. Peace.